he's a good guy. Was he a good husband? Only I can answer that.
Terrible mom. I'm just mad all the time.
I want him to look good in greens and blues because those are complementary to what I look good in.
Because I'm 32 years old, I am a mom of 3, and I still don't know who I am.
These little pieces of paper, little flimsy pieces of paper, can break and end something that's so strong in somebody's heart.
She tried to film this confession 3 times. Couldn't find the words, but don't worry, she finds them. And by the end, she does math so cooked that calculator filed for divorce too. Let's roll it.
I've tried to make this video 3 times now, and I guess I just can't find the words to say.
3 takes. 3. The Holy Spirit was tapping the brakes for a reason, sister. When the universe gives you 3 "are you sure" prompts before posting, that's called a sign. But she hit post anyway. Amen.
So I'm gonna make it really short, but this is one of, I don't know, 20 or 30 comments that are mostly from men on my post that are straight offended that I left a good man. Let's be clear. You can be the good guy and win, but you have to appreciate and value the woman that you're with. You can't just be the good guy. You can't just be the man that pays the mortgage, the man that takes care of his kids, and the man that's loyal. That's all great. But do you love your wife? Do you date your wife? Do you prioritize your wife? Do you leave her love notes? Do you cook dinner sometimes?
Bro pays the mortgage, he raises her kids, he's staying loyal. But this audit question she's got is, did he leave notes? The dude was running a household and she was grading him on stationery. The bar started in hell and somehow kept digging.
Do you make her feel that when she goes to work that she is appreciated, or is she just the woman at home? So I think it's important to put an explanation, or explain at least, like what a good guy is, because I think we're missing the key point of how this entire series at this point started. So my intro video was, it's okay to leave the good guy. So what is a good guy?
Not.
The good guy is what everyone else gets to see. The good husband is what we get to see. That's what.
So basically she's saying everyone who knows him says he's great, but she's saying, trust me bro, he wasn't. I would be willing to bet when the entire jury, including his friends, his kids, and the internet all rule that he is a good guy, maybe it's just this one juror voting against him and she is the unreliable narrator in this situation.
What the partner sees, or the good wife in some of your situations. The good guy from the outside is the guy that goes to work every day and makes a good, honest living. That's the guy that takes care of his kids and seems present, or is present. That's the guy that seems to have all of his ducks in a row. His morals are good, his values are good, his friends are good people. From the outside looking in, everybody says that guy must be good to her, because all of those things on the outside line up to be that. You see this stable, consistent guy that gets along with everybody, and everybody just thinks he must be good, okay?
Yeah, I mean, if everyone sees him as good and you don't, I think the only problem here is you.
Okay, so that's the good guy. What is a good husband? What is a good partner? Let's make it general. What is a good partner? That's somebody that has your back all the time, right? Like somebody that is gonna stand behind you to their families, to their friends, to everybody. You're their person, so they've got your back, okay? That's somebody that can be intimate with you, and it means something. You feel connected, you feel close, you feel loved during intimate moments. That is going out of your way for your partner, even when it sort of inconveniences you. It's something
She just described a one-way street and called it a highway. Notice how every single requirement is something that he provides to her, not anything that she has to provide to him. This isn't a partnership checklist, it's a room service menu. And the kitchen is finally closed.
that you want to do because it's something that they need from you. Okay? It is an emotional connection. It is, do you want them to feel better? Do you know how to talk to them when they are sad or upset or overjoyed? I think those are just a couple of things that make a good partner, that make a good husband or a good wife. But nobody is going to know if that person is a good husband or a good wife unless you're married to them. So he's a good guy. Was he a good husband? Only I can answer that.
Only I can answer that is wild because she's been answering it for 20 minutes and the answer keeps changing. Yes, no, kinda, but actually let me explain this. Sister, if you need a TED talk to justify the divorce is just justifying you.
I would say what I won't do is I won't bash him. I'm extremely thankful for the 12 years that we spent together, and I think we learned a lot. I will miss him every day of my life.
And there it is. She'll miss him every day. She just won't, be with him. Because that's like missing your houseplant after you pour bleach on it. The grief is real, but the choice was yours, and the calendar does not care about your feelings.
I will miss him as a human being. Lucky for me, we have kids together. So hopefully we can be friends. And right now,
So she broke up the family too. My God, these women do not think about this stuff.
we're doing a great job at that. But we both knew that we aren't meant to be together. And will I regret that? Maybe. I don't know. I don't regret it right now.
I think the reason you're making this post is that you do regret it. Maybe I regret it. I don't know. Not right now. That sentence has more exit ramps than the New Jersey Turnpike. She's preloading the I want him back video for 2027, and I'm sure we'll see it. Bookmark this clip, gentlemen, because that DM is coming, and so is the follow-up video.
And I don't think he does either. So I think that's important to bring to the table. So many of you think that you know the whole story and you're saying, well, the good guys can't win and you're going to regret this and he deserves somebody better. I might, and he does, and he is a good guy, but
So she just admitted on camera that she might regret it and he deserves better. That's not some vulnerability, that's some evidence right there. She prosecuted herself in the closing argument and the bailiff is putting the... I fed 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves, and this woman is claiming that the pickings are slim in New York City. She's done a full inventory of herself, declared herself a premium product, coined the phrase Shalant King, and somehow can't find a man worthy of the Michelin star date she's owed.
People are always asking me, like, why don't you have a boyfriend? Like, how do you not have a boyfriend? I haven't been able to find a guy that's doing as well as me at the same caliber as me or better. I have my shit together. I have a great apartment. I have 0 debt. I am in the shape of my life. I go to therapy.
I would not say you are in the shape of your life by how your face looks.
I have a great job. I look hot. My life is full of friends and family and hobbies and passions. And I constantly go on dates with guys that have little to none of those aspects about them.
I would say, just by that opening statement, that her ego is through the roof, and this could be one of the most unattractive qualities about her.
And I'm done. And I just get upset because I'm sitting here knowing all of that about myself, and I can barely get a date with like a quality guy. Guys will just want to talk to me and have a pen pal or just like boost their ego that they're like talking to me. They don't actually plan dates. The pickings are slim here in New York City for high quality men. Maybe that's because
they really aren't that slim. It's just for you because of your personality, your expectations. Like, I wouldn't date you if I was single.
Because I use dating apps a lot. But like, honestly, in the wild is not that much better. Men are scared to approach. The way I'm treated by some of these guys is like unbelievable given what I just said about myself. It's like the Alex Earl thing. That bum ass guy took Alex Earl on like a coffee date to like drive around and like go to the beach, like the lowest quality date of all time, when she should have been taken out to like
No. First dates are for coffee and getting to know each other, not the Michelin star restaurant you're about to mention.
A Michelin star restaurant and been wined and dined and taken on a fabulous date. He did that because he's insecure with himself, so he has to, and knows how great she is, and he has to put her down and make himself feel better.
This is why men are walking away from dating, from women who think like this. Wine and dine her with a Michelin star date when you're probably getting nothing in return later, and who knows if you'll even get a second date after you spend all that money. This is crazy. She is absolutely full of herself.
These guys, they see how great you are, and they
Me too, man.
just want to put you down and make themselves feel better. Like, I'm really done with these.
She just explained what she does exactly. She is projecting right now, putting people down to make herself feel better while saying that that's what men are doing.
Like, nonchalant guys. Girls want a chalant king. A chalant man that cares about them, that's begging to take them out. If you're a girly and you're watching this and you feel the same way as me, that like you have your shit together and you just can't find a guy that's doing the same, hold out for him, wait for him. Don't waste time with these bum men that are so insecure with themselves. You wait for your chalant king. He'll come, and I'm down here in the trenches with you.
Women never seem to learn. When you use divorce as a threat, it ends with instant regret.
When I decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce, I texted my therapist, our marriage counselor, and I was like, I need to tell him that I want a divorce, but I want to do it in a session so that there's like a mediator present.
Translation: she won in a 2-on-1 ambush.
Got us in like ASAP,
Probably backfired on her though.
like 2 days later. And I walked in knowing that I was going to ask for a divorce. And so we sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. You know, it's hard for me to like say the words. I was like, I'm done. I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold.
What? I mean, he probably saw it coming already and he was just waiting for you to do it so he could leave.
And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? So he responded right away and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details. And that
man definitely wanted out. She was already driving him crazy.
was that. And I just was like, I looked at my therapist and I was just like kind of stunned.
Aw, what's wrong, Pookie? Did your plan to get him to lose his cool in front of a witness so you can use it against him in court fail miserably?
It's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems like, why did she need the therapist there to begin with? Hopefully it wasn't one of those therapists who are bitches and take sides with people in couples therapy.
Like, I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy, there was no compassion, there was no like wanting to fight for us, which...
Fight for what? To give you validation after you tried to rip his guts out in front of a stranger? Or to give you ammo to use against him in court?
I don't think.
I just don't get why they want you to fight. It's like, you're saying, oh, I'm ready to get divorced. But wait, can you just please fight for me, please? I really need you to fight for me and feed my ego.
I didn't think that there would be, but you know, you just always hope that like one last try, you know? We went home that night. We didn't speak. He slept on the couch. I woke up and went to work the next day, came home. He was playing PlayStation that night. I sat next to him. We hadn't talked in 24 hours. And I said, can we talk about what happened yesterday?
He didn't want to talk about it yesterday. Why would he want to talk about it now? He's over it.
No.
And he was just playing, just looking straight ahead. And he was like, what's to talk about? In my mind, I'm thinking, this is our last ditch effort to like steer the ship around, you know? And I was like, so what are we gonna do?
Sweetie, if you actually wanted a last ditch effort, you effed it up by telling him you want a divorce, because now the only options he has are either to divorce you and keep his dignity, or beg you to stay, in which case he becomes a spineless
Yep.
Sam! Yes, his dick.
Never beg, guys. If they want you to fight, get out of there. Every time I hear people say, oh, we're always fighting for our relationship, I'm like, nah, it sounds like you're just fighting to hold on to some dumb shit.
It was more important to him than your box.
And he just kept playing, and he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. He had done things. Within that 24 hours, he had opened up the filing folder of his single man life and went ahead and got all this shit done.
Yeah, because men generally don't cry about their fifis like you do. They solve problems. You came to him with a problem. The problem was you didn't want him as a husband anymore, so he solved your problem. Now deal with it.
And that's the bottom line. Come Stone Cold.
I feel like I'm lost. I go through my days and I live my life and I live the same day over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And nothing ever changes. I don't know this person that I've become. I'm not happy with myself. I'm not happy with the way I treat my kids, with the way I treat my husband, with the way I treat myself. I've literally done nothing but wallow in my sad state.
Scripture says, be careful what you pray for, and today we watch a woman find out that God heard her, took notes, and CC'd her husband.
You want to know what really sucks is
Tell us.
finding out that your husband, who you're not even filed for divorce from yet, how do you get over that? That's painful. So y'all want to know the scariest thing, and it's happening to me now, is being a female, married. I'm 37. I have 2 kids. They're 5 and 7. And I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past 10 plus years.
Lucky
I have
lady.
no income. I have no money. I use my husband's credit card and I use my husband's money. And 2 weeks ago, he told me that he wants to move forward with divorce. Today, I literally, like, I use an American Express credit card for everything. It's got my name on it, but obviously he pays the bill. He told me he's gonna cut it off. And I gotta, like, move all the automatic payments and stop using it. And he said, you need to start using your own card now. What card? I don't have a card. That is my card. Terrifying. I mean, I feel like a little girl who needs their mommy because I don't know how to take care of myself. I don't, like, it's just terrifying. Terrifying.
My American Express card was cut off about 3 days ago, and my entire body went numb. Thought I was dying. Stuff is
Dang, she must have effed up good if he cut off the American Express.
expensive.
I feel like such a terrible mom. I'm just mad all the time.
At least she is realizing that she shouldn't have asked for divorce and split up her family. And yes, you are a terrible mom if you do that, except under, like, extreme circumstances where the abuse is real.
No reason. Nothing happened to make me mad. Nothing's going on to put me in a bad mood. It's just me. And I don't know what to do.
Such a terrible mom. I'm just mad all the time. For no reason. Like, full of rage. Like, I could.
Well, you are not mad for no reason. You're mad at yourself because you made a giant oopsies.
Strangle someone. Like, I could just scream. And I don't know why. There's not, like, any real reason for me to feel this way. Like, brushing my kids' teeth this morning was the hardest thing I've ever done.
Sounds like you're just overreacting. You need to accept that you made a mistake and move on and deal with it.
couldn't even speak to tell her to tell my daughter to just put her toothbrush down and come into the other bathroom so I could brush her hair. Like, I don't know. I'm
crashing out.
Like, I get so wound up that I don't know. Like, all I want to do is scream, or I don't even want to scream. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm like, I have no idea.
I'm sure that some of you in the audience know how this feels, not related to, divorce maybe, but because you've made a mistake in your life so big that you couldn't take it back and it just ate at you inside, but you moved on eventually, right? You did all the right things to get your life on track, and that's what this woman needs to do. She needs to eat her mistake and move on.
No clue. No clue why I feel this way. Like, I'm mean. I'm just mean. I'm just in a bad mood.
I can see why your husband accepted your resignation from marriage.
And then I drop him off at school, and then I feel terrible for doing that to them. Because nothing happened. Nothing happened to make me mad. Nothing's going on to put me in a bad mood. It's just me. And I don't know what to do.
Brushing teeth, brotherhood. That was the hill. That was the thing that almost broke her. A toothbrush.
Over and over and over and over and over again. I wake up in the morning. I get my kids ready for school. I come home. Do Lord knows what mom stuff. Or nothing. And somehow it's 2 o'clock and it's time to go get the kids. I pick them up from school. We do after school activities. Come home, have dinner, take a bath, go to bed. My husband comes home. After the kids go to bed, we sit on the couch for 10 minutes and then I go to bed. And it's the same cycle over and over again.
What she is experiencing is just being an adult. We all wake up every day. We get our kids ready for school, or we just go to work if you don't have kids, and then we work, and then we come home. We sit in traffic. We go to the gym. We eat dinner. We take a shower. We go to bed after watching some TV. We might get a minimal amount of time with our spouse if we both have busy days. And that's what life is. Be content that you have a consistent day every day. You can always count on it to be the same. I do not want chaos in my life. I do not want to do different things every day. But for some reason, these women always seem to get bored with doing the same thing every day, when really it's just called peace.
And I understand that nothing's going to change unless I change it, but I have zero desire to get up and change anything. I don't know who I am. I feel like I'm lost. I go through my days and I live my life and I live the same day over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And nothing ever changes.
Hey, like I said earlier, we're all there with you. We live the same days over and over, and that's just life.
I don't know this person that I've become. I'm not happy with myself. I'm not happy with the way I treat my kids, with the way I treat my husband, with the way I treat myself. I've literally done nothing but wallow in my sad state. This is not me.
And my husband is probably like, oh God, here we go again.
She takes her meds. Okay, all right, now we know what kind of lady this is. She's a crazy.
But I don't know what's going on. I ate like crap all weekend. Maybe that's why.
That does have a big effect.
Whatever, I don't know.
I ate like crap all weekend. Maybe that's why. Brotherhood. She is having a breakdown on camera. Medication not working. Crying in a car. Completely unraveling.
And
on the other hand, I have my husband. He made a list per our marriage counselor. We both made a list of what we need. And number one on his list was for me to put him and my kids before myself.
A lot of women don't realize that they are putting themselves first. They think just because they get a few duties done around the house and bring the kids to school that they're putting the children first and not their husband's emotional feelings. I've actually had this conversation with my girlfriend before in the past when I felt like we'd kind of grown a little distant, you know, when life got busier and she started working more. I didn't feel like she was there enough for me and for my child, but she thought that she was, but we worked through it and changed, and now she's great. But most women don't seem to realize it when they're putting themselves first and forgetting about the family. So it's important you realize that and change it.
I have so many comments on all of my videos saying that I need to put myself first, and I need a vacation, and I need to have some self-care. I need to take care of me. I need to put myself first. I need to fill my cup because I can't pour into other people's cups when my cup is empty. I see that all the time. And so I took it upon myself to go see the hormone specialist, and I'm doing everything that I possibly can. I have individual therapy today. I do marriage counseling with my husband. I take Lexapro. I am medicated. And I'm also doing this 6-week gut healing.
I hope that actually helps her. You know, hormones can make a big difference. Having individual therapy, very important. Great that she's going to marriage counseling, trying to work it out with her husband. This woman actually seems like she's trying. I don't think the Lexapro needs to be in there. I am highly against pharmaceutical mental health medication because it comes with so many side effects, and it can make things worse. It can make you a zombie. It can make you care less about other people. I've been through this with somebody. That's how I know. And I've been on those kind of medications when I was younger too, and my parents were trying to figure out why I was depressed in school, and really it's just because I was bullied a lot as a kid. But I'm glad this woman's trying to work through here. Very different from the others who I cannot see that they need to change.
Y'all, my mind is blown. It is Saturday morning and I still feel amazing. I'm shocked, absolutely shocked, because a week ago, I was in such a depressed, sad state that the thought of feeling how I feel right now felt impossible. And I can't explain it. I can't understand it myself. But I'm happy. I have struggled for 2.5 years with depression and anxiety. And it's like something magical happened and it's just gone. And it's wild. It blows my mind. I wake up every morning not being able to believe that I wake up happy. Like I wake up in a good mood with energy and I want to live my life. And a month ago, I couldn't pull myself out of a black hole of darkness and depression.
Depression is a serious thing. I still suffer from that in my 30s, and there's some days when I feel terrible, don't want to get out of bed. It's not a good feeling, but I'm glad this lady pulled through. Sounds like working on herself helped, and hopefully working on herself allowed her to put her family first from this point on.
Sadness and anxiety. And look at me now. I mean, the difference is I can't explain it. I can't explain it to myself. But something's working, y'all. Something's working. Saturday, I'm happy again. This is like unheard of.
Proverbs never mentioned a 7-figure salary, a tailored suit, and complimentary colors, and absolutely no tattoos unless it was secret Ivy League society tattoo. But she did. She laid out God's plan for her future husband with a straight face to a matchmaker, while currently holding the title of lead receptionist and failing the bar exam. What the matchmaker quietly revealed about her actual job is the most important plot twist in modern dating history.
Basically, I'm just very clear on what I want. There's a lot of boxes that need to be ticked. I know this man is out there, and it's just a matter of finding him. 7.
But if men were to have boxes to check, expectations to have, we would be shamed for it, right, fellas?
Figure salary.
Right.
Already said morning routine.
Yes.
That includes some sort of exercise with group accountability, as well as some sort of very high nutrition, I'm going to say smoothie.
Her hair is tied back so tight, like her face looks like it's being stretched out.
At least 5'10". I feel like that's generous. I need him to be obviously in very good shape.
Okay, 5'10", fellas. She didn't say 6 feet. That's a new one.
I need him to have a full head of hair. That's very
Bald guys don't count. No, we don't. They don't know nothing, right? According to some of these women we've seen lately.
important to me.
Okay.
Be a Christian, but not take it too seriously. Like, I don't want to have to go to church every Sunday, but I also I don't want to get into fights over religion either.
Sure, of course.
I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored. I want him to look good in greens and blues because those are complementary to what I look good in. Absolutely no jewelry.
Okay.
Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Unless the only tattoo that would be acceptable would be a very small tattoo if he were in a secret society at an Ivy League university and was
What makes this woman worth it to a man of this stature that she wants?
forced to get a tattoo that I would make a pass for.
She was forced.
I want him to be from a good family. I'll know what that means when I see it, or what more well said, I'll know what wouldn't satisfy that criteria when I see it.
Okay.
No one has ever dated this woman. Guarantee she's never had a boyfriend.
Never been married, no kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children. No allergies. Has to like animals. I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay.
So right there tells us she's gonna be alone with 40 cats soon.
I think that's it. How soon can you find the man that satisfies this checklist? Are we talking a week?
He's definitely out there, but she won't check any of his boxes. If you're out there, buddy, go into hiding. She sounds like she's putting in an order at a Build-A-Bear store in the mall. This is the reason Kevin Samuels was popular.
R.I.P.
Notice how smart, caring, and thoughtful wasn't on the list.
And not only the matchmakers, but this is why men are done. We can't meet these ridiculous expectations these ladies have, and they're not even worth the time. She is easily like a 4, I would say, and she is nothing special. So she's just out of her mind.
Sometimes it gets to a point where it feels like some customers think or believe that matchmakers can make miracles, which places those professionals in a position where they have no other option but to either give up or drop those customers.
Where would you say that your standards are so high that you're just not finding it anywhere?
So I am very successful. Want to be the managing director of my law firm. You know, I'm always looking at the next stage of my life. And I have found that most of the men that I've dated are not this serious about doing what it takes to perform at the level that I perform at.
So one of the things that you mentioned was that you were looking forward to, and correct me if I'm wrong, becoming manager or managing director of your law firm. And right now, from what I'm aware, through the person that gifted this to you, you are...
She's like, screw that person who gave them this gift.
Lead receptionist. So I wanted to.
So she's highly successful as a lead receptionist, and she dreams of being the manager. She's not there yet. She needs to take that I'm successful thing down a notch.
Just kind of see. That's a big aspiration. And it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful to chase our dreams.
So I am very successful. Want to be the managing director of my law firm. You know, I'm always looking at the next stage of my life.
I wonder. She should be looking at how the next stage is going to be very lonely with a lot of cats.
What her definition of success is. But it's evident she already sees herself as a lead manager, and that's where the disconnect comes from. She's setting expectations for the kind of man she wants based on a position she only dreams of having one day. It's an interesting mindset. It's like an unemployed person going to a bank, applying for a loan and insisting it should be approved because they are going to land a high-paying job someday.
Yes. And it's not chasing a dream. It's creating the next steps of a life that are absolutely set in stone.
She's mad she got called out there.
At this point, yes, technically is the badge on my desk, is the title on my paycheck, lead receptionist. Yes. Do I do a million times more than just leading reception? 100%.
She's so full of herself. She has to justify that she's not chasing a dream. Explain herself to this woman who probably does not care.
I am, quite frankly, the most essential person in that entire law firm.
This video explains why the dating scene is becoming more challenging, as it clearly shows how expectations are growing increasingly unrealistic. I still can't believe she tried to use her profession to justify why she qualifies for that kind of man. And now she wants to convince the matchmaker by emphasizing how important her role is at the company she works for, as if that would make any difference. This is another example of someone who doesn't understand how dating dynamics work. She seems unaware of what men typically value when choosing someone to date or build a life with, which explains why she sounded so confident and excited while making those statements.
I do have a law degree. Okay. The reason I'm not actually practicing law right now is because I've had a little bit of an issue with the licensure board of the state. It's really just a technicality based around the fact that I can't pass the bar exam. But
wait, that's a technicality? You can't pass the bar exam and you're blaming the state for it? I bet you got that law degree with like minimal grades. But yeah, this woman, she doesn't care. She's just here to find the man, or try to find the man, and let you know if you're being crazy or not, which she is. But this lady, she's so full of herself, like I said earlier. She's got to tell us her life story and let us know why she's the hardest working gal around.
that will be over very soon. And promises have been made to me within the firm that as soon as I can get my licensure cleared up, which again is really just a technical issue, that I will basically go from head receptionist to full partner. And then from there, it's a hop, skip, and a jump to managing partner.
So basically, I think what she doesn't also realize with dating is that men don't want someone who's going to be that busy, who's going to be that uptight, who is going to be working that hard. We're not looking for the craziest, hardest working woman bringing in a fat check. We're just looking for peace, which it sounds like this lady would give you none, and simple things in life, and someone to take care of us while we take care of them. We don't care if you are a managing partner at a law firm unless you are taking on the role of sugar mama and we get to stay home all day.
She said, "I'm not practicing law because of a technicality." She can't pass the bar. That's like the main requirement for practicing law, not a technicality. Not even a paralegal, just a receptionist.
Exactly.
I'm a lawyer, just not one that holds a license because I can't pass the bar. From lead receptionist to full partner with no experience as an attorney. and then just a hop, skip, and jump to director. It's all laid out on her vision board. She's probably the only receptionist. They just gave her the title, lead. I am a janitor, but that's only a technicality. I'm literally the most important person in the White House. So you have a week to find me a match.
This man found out his wife cheated with his friend, so he did this, and I have no clue what it is, so let's check it out.
I told my husband I wanted a divorce. I walked myself through the logistics of where would I live, how would we split the time with the kids, who gets the dog. I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. He is the most...
So she's bored and hoping the grass is greener on the other side. Already seen this happen.
Self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet. Our relationship and what my expectations are for my marriage and what they always have been are not met. I can't be myself.
How can you not be yourself? He's the perfect guy, seemingly.
With my husband, and it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old, I am a mom of 3, and I still don't know who I am.
Notice. Splitting up the family because she's bored. How many times have we seen this play out, fellas? Drop it in the comments if you've ever watched a video on Jesus Reacts where you've seen this happen.
How she said she feels like something's missing. But as we saw when describing her husband, she only has amazing things to say about him.
Right.
Women like this are only loyal to their emotions and how they feel.
If
you try to rationalize this irrational behavior with logic, you will lose your sanity.
Fixing to let you know.
I'm about to let you know that I am that and I will be that.
You can be that, but you post it, you're going to be a single by yourself, lonely, sad, crying.
Yeah, what makes you think you don't need to be that way?
1 fish, 2 fish, sad. I'm going to get a new...
Just read that book to my son.
Yeah.
The appropriate version.
Wow, baby. I went out to the garage the other day and I got a screwdriver. Like, over half your tools were, like, filthy. I had to throw them out. So I got you all new ones. Open the other.
What? You had to throw them out?
Mm-hmm. Open the other one.
Oh boy. Never throw a man's tools away.
Haley.
What? Aren't you excited?
I didn't need tools, baby.
They're clean.
You didn't throw out my tools.
Yeah, I did.
The Snap-on and the Craftsman, the whole toolbox is full of them. You threw those out.
Snap-on costs your whole life,
And bought me-
basically.
Walmart. Haley, you're joking.
He's about to
What?
destroy her.
I told you what I did.
Oh my god. Any normal wife, if they heard the bill on the Snap-on tools, would never touch them.
I couldn't find those one thingies, though. I tried.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm dead serious. I couldn't find any more of those either, but I threw out the dirty ones.
Gee, thanks, babe.
I thought you'd be surprised.
I would be so picked. As someone who owns an automotive business.
No, you did great. Thanks.
Great job, babe.
Apparently. Look at it. I needed them. I don't have any. These were full.
I never understood why they do this.
Yeah.
Even if she got him new tools, there's no reason for her to throw out the other ones herself.
That's like, well, I deleted your save on your Xbox because I thought maybe you'd want to start over again.
And what baffles me even more is they will do this without asking first. And if you don't respond like he did, you're going to have a problem.
Every pothole starts small, and after being run over by so many different cars, it starts to grow. And eventually, all cars will start to avoid it. And this isn't about cars or potholes. Stay woke in these streets, like big brr.
My husband is sick. He's been puking all night. Even if he has a cold, for some reason, the rage inside me is such a fiery rage.
Wow. Okay.
Ugh, honey.
In sickness and in health, right, guys?
I'm really, really sick. Can you help me a little bit?
I hate your guts.
God, I hate to be your husband. My Lord. Imagine being sick. You want some support from your partner, being like, oh my God, I just need someone to take care of me for just a little bit before I get back on my feet. And they're just like, yeah, I really, really, really hate that you're sick. And not the hate that like, oh my God, I care for you. More just like, oh, I'm so mad.
Why? Being with someone who doesn't want to take care of you when you're sick is like the worst feeling ever, especially when they're sick and then they expect you to do it.
Are you sick? Just don't get sick. Loser. Like, what?
What are we doing? Did anyone show your husband that video by any chance? Did he see it?
I'm gonna make this clear for everyone.
Oh, goody. Another woman talking about the supposed male loneliness epidemic and how bad it really is.
Male loneliness epidemic. Hi.
Is it really? Then why aren't more men talking about it?
Right?
If it was as bad as a lot of women seem to think that it is.
We're not lonely. We're happy playing with our toys, making money, having no one nagging us. It's great.
Then a person would imagine that it would be brought up more by men. But it's not.
Female loneliness epidemic. 0. Why?
Yes, why? Because from what I have seen, that really isn't what's actually going on.
You make us feel lonely. We don't feel lonely alone.
No, that's not entirely true. Now is it? If it was, then there wouldn't be so many women asking the question of where do they find a good man. But there are a lot of lonely individuals out there, both men as well as women. But from what I have seen, a lot of men handle being single a lot better than some women do. So I think some women have actually tried to convince themselves that men are just as miserable as some of them are.
Ask yourself why this supposed male loneliness epidemic is the only male issue they ever talk about. It's because it's their own issue they frame as a male one. Like the Lady J said, they literally cannot handle being single.
Nope.
Today's Saturday, and I'm gonna...
That's why as soon as they are single, instead of taking that time to repair themselves and get over it, they move on to the next guy right away.
So I'm gonna use my free will. Here we go. Okay, here we go. We got a tube. We got a PVC tube. This is a 3/4 inch tube. Okay, and we are going to cut about around an inch. Maybe a little more than an inch. Oh, that's hard. Got it.
Imagine if a woman was trying to do that.
Beautiful.
They'd be asking us to do it instead.
Got our balloon. We got our PVC pipe and our pipe. And we are going to do this.
Don't be a fool, wrap your tool.
Put this on here. Like that. See? And then pull this over the top like so.
Guys, this is how you avoid getting crazy
so
women pregnant.
Wrap
it up.
Like such, okay? Okay, so then once we have it like that, we're gonna take some electrical tape and
Just don't bend it that way.
around like this.
That might hurt.
To secure it. You could also use duct tape, but this is just a little bit more pliable. And if you pop the balloon, it won't be as big of an issue. And then we blow it up.
Oh, that's cool. Fun science experiment. That's a big fart cannon right there. Men are so easily entertained. It's wonderful.
I wonder if you could put some holes on here like a flute.
This dude was entertained all day. And women are probably like, what's wrong with this guy? Wasting time. He should be earning money, working, doing things for me.
I told you I was going to get my nails done.
Oh, I've seen this one before.
Yeah.
I don't really know yet.
Just go ahead and call me back. After you get done with it, just FaceTime me. And I'll let you know plans after that.
I mean, that's it. Like, you're not gonna ask for my cash up or nothing?
Damn.
Girl, for what? You getting your nails done because that's what you want to do, not because he asked you to do it.
Men literally do not care if you get your nails done, your eyebrows done, your hair did. We don't care.
You invited me on a date and I need my nails done. I mean, I thought it would click in your head while I'm telling you I'm going to get my nails done.
Oh, no, I asked you on it. I'm not, wait, hold up. Let's back up. I got to get your nails done to take you on a date?
Yes, you do. Like, if you invite me on a date, I have to look a certain way.
Girl, that's your idea of what you want to look like. But why the hell would he pay for your maintenance? And girl, he don't even know if he like you.
Right?
Y'all are just going on a first date and you already thinking somebody needs to pay for something. Girl, he don't even know you.
And it's your job as a man to make sure I look like that. Like, baby, who raised you? It seems like your parents failed.
Wow. That's
okay, but
crazy.
you're trying to be. Taking me on a date mean you trying to be my man, right?
No, I'm trying to be.
Okay, so you need to show me that you even worthy of me giving you my time.
I would just be over it. The fact that she's like already yelling at him and telling him, I'd be like, nah, not even a first date, you're already fighting me. No way.
Girl, what? So he gotta be worthy of a big and gold digger? Let's be for real.
Yeah, let's be for reals.
Crazy. I pay for my girl days, but I'm still trying to get the note.
It's giving broke energy. It's giving
Broke
broke
energy.
It's giving broke. It's giving broke.
You know who's giving broke energy, lady? You.
It's giving broke. Y'all do so sassy. You look sassy. It's giving broke. You good. Don't contact me. You good.
Every time somebody don't want to do something for y'all with their own money, all of a sudden they broke and sassy. It sounds like you the broke one because you're the one begging, because any woman that got it like that, they nails and all of that don't already be done. So before you be calling somebody broke and sassy, you need to take a look in the mirror and see who the broke one really is.
Basically.
Nothing entitled women like this hate more than being told no. Thankfully, entitled women like this don't hide it that well, as a simple no will lead to the reaction we just saw, making it extremely easy to avoid them before you waste any time.
See those red flags
if you
early.
Have enjoyed the video this far and want to see more like it in the future, I would greatly appreciate it if you liked the video. Thank you.
Yes, also like my video.
I came home with a new truck, and I don't even know if I'm gonna post this because I'm actually mad.
Oh,
Don't take
poor
this as me
baby.
condoning your behavior. But here, show them what you got.
A new white truck.
Come on in, the water is fine.
GMC.
I think it's ugly.
Well, it don't matter what you think, lady.
I'm not gonna let that affect me now, because I got the truck that I've always dreamed about having. 2500 Denali HD.
You just wanted to match me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me guess, he already bought the wife an expensive truck. Now she's mad he got himself one.
That's a 2500. You know what I think about?
Grandpa's? Because it looks like a grandpa truck.
No. I think that guy's got his stuff together. That guy owns something. That guy's in financial...
Yeah, you know what he owns?
That guy's in...
Debt.
That guy's in financial debt. That's exactly what I think.
I want a new
think
truck.
that he gets his chewed out every single time he pulls in the driveway. That's what I sought after. I said, how can I piss my old lady off today? This thing is going to sail that freaking Prodigy back there. I'm talking about in the wind, boy.
That's probably so
It's
smooth.
got dome lights.
I don't care.
I do.
This looks like a toy truck. Why is it plastic?
Those can be changed. Stop. You're just out for blood.
Let me see the inside.
Come on. Step this way. Come on in.
Guys, we getting the tour right now.
And you stole a Lonnie.
Take the grand tour.
Dang, look at that interior.
Hold on, man.
I've worked on plenty of those.
Daddy's showing me his new bed.
It's got a bigger one.
That's where you're gonna be sleeping.
With you.
Drive a grandpa truck, you gotta get in like one.
So you admit it's a grandpa truck?
No. Full lit up dash, no cheap
You act like
crap.
dashes don't light up on every car.
She just wants to ruin his happiness. This is what they do to us, boys.
I care.
I've never even seen you look at me like that.
Because you act like this?
I think the hardest thing for me about this separation is knowing that despite what I did and what I said, what I looked like, this person saw me for who I was and just didn't choose me.
The Lord said your word shall be your witness. And today, 3 divorced women just volunteered to testify against themselves.
I just cried my eyes out. I cried my heart out. I prayed to God. I felt so much pain.
We heard you.
Because of my divorce. The first thing I do is fix my hair because for some reason it always gets crazy when I cry. And my lips feeling dry.
Which
so
set?
I always put my liquid lipstick, just kind of be more presentable because I hate feeling like this.
She's gotta put on makeup while crying on TikTok. They always do that.
The papers for her divorce. These little pieces of paper, little flimsy pieces of paper, can break and end something that's so strong in somebody's heart.
I did it.
How much you want to bet that woman was the one who initiated the divorce? Did you see the caption? She sent it to her girlfriends when she got out there. I bet they were all like, good Lord, we've got to watch her cry on camera now. Wasn't enough to see her in person every time we talked?
Nation Day. It's Coronation Day.
Gentlemen, that clip you just watched, that's how it starts. That forced sense of fulfillment these women get the moment they blow up their marriages. That grin is the diploma. What we're about to watch today is the career that follows.
Here's this. These are the papers for her divorce. And it's very sad. I don't understand how 8 years of trying my best to love somebody and fight for them and put up with so much abuse can just be wiped out with little papers. It's not easy. And as much as I know that this needs to happen, it still hurts. Because I never wanted this. I actually did love him. And I know how can you love somebody that does those things to you? I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I see brokenness in people, and I know that we can all be better people and heal if we want to. I'm sad. It's this is the dreams that I had for us as a family and as husband and wife, and these little pieces of paper, little flimsy pieces of paper, can break and end something that's so strong in somebody's heart. And it's hard.
So she said someone who does these things to you. So I'm guessing, yeah, she did initiate this divorce, but what is the husband's side of this story? Because it's probably not the same as hers.
I'll get through, but I'm sharing my journey with you guys, every part of it. Just so you know that you're not alone, and you guys make me feel not alone. So, here goes.
Day one after filing. And I feel so sad. I know I'm going to go through different emotions, but right now I feel sad. I think the last time I felt a pain like this was when my mom died. And in a way, this is a death of hope. And I look around and I see, I just want to scream. Like, I see the Christmas trees that I put up and all this beautiful home and all my dreams I had for us. I just want to scream. I just want to like run away. I don't want to see any of this. It hurts, you know? I don't want to see it.
But why did you leave then?
I know that this is going to be a process for me, ups and downs, and I'm sure, you know, you kind of probably like, Corey, smile, like, get over it, you know, but this is my page to heal and to be brutally honest about every piece of this journey. So I barely slept last night. I've got a migraine. My heart's broken. And so much of me wishes that he'd be like, I'll change, I'll fix this, I love you, I'm sorry for all the things I said, you know, you never deserved it, I'll never say that again, I'll pay attention to you, I'll communicate with you, I'll lose my anger. It's not gonna.
I really wish that they included the man's side of things in these stories, because I really want to know what all these terrible things they said and did are after we see them crying with regret on TikTok.
But I guess I'm somebody that will always have hope, because not always have hope. Until the divorce is done, I'll always have hope that things could change. And I guess that's just me being stupid, I'm sure many of you would say. Or maybe it's just me trying to see the good in everybody. I don't know what it is. I'm not weak. I don't know why I became this woman. Who am I? But this is where I'm at today, this morning. I'm sad. It's my anger.
Today I am filling out my divorce paperwork. I've already grieved the relationship a long time. I've grieved the ending of the relationship. I've grieved the separation. I've been separated for almost a year next month. Actually, in a few weeks. But I still can't help but feel like a failure. I know I did everything that I could have.
Did you, though? Did you do everything you could have? Because you wouldn't be on here crying if you did.
In my marriage to save it, but... And I don't miss the marriage. I don't want to be back in the marriage at all. But I wonder, does anybody else feel like a failure filling out their divorce papers?
That was the best day of my life when I finally filed against my ex.
Cause damn, when I got married, I didn't picture any of this. I didn't even want to get married.
Someone asked to hear my husband's side. So let me tell you.
The husband's side.
My husband's side.
You can't tell your husband's side. You are the wife.
Well, he loved me and gave me everything he had and did everything in the world for me. And you know what? I have to tell you, though, actually, to his credit, he did do so much for me.
So he was a good guy and you left. We all know where this is going.
Except show me love and respect and attention and hold me and kiss me and look at me and communicate with me and try to have conflict resolution ever.
But if you are the conflict, if you are causing him pain and stress, then he is not going to want to kiss and hold you and communicate with you, because to him, it's just pain. He has to deal with that. He has to deal with the nagging. I'm guessing that's what went on.
He did everything in the world that money could do or he could physically do, but emotionally, he's been gone since month 2, and I happen to be pregnant. So there's that, and that's very typical of the personality type I'm dealing with.
How much you want to bet that the personality type she was gonna say was a narcissist, because women love to throw around narcissist at every relationship issue that they have. But guessing she was a pain drove him crazy. He couldn't take it anymore, so he shut down like any man would. And now she's sad that she's losing it.
Okay, so I've got a business idea. We need to come up with a robot boyfriend or girlfriend, partner, whatever, for people that are going through a divorce. That way, you don't feel super lonely, and you can like, or is there like a service of men or women, but for me it'd be man, that I could buy to just give me compliments all day and tell me he loves me and everything's gonna be okay.
Okay, this is really messed up. You need to get some help, lady. Just get yourself some good friends to hang out with and talk to and get through your stuff with. And if you're feeling a little randy, then hire a gigolo.
And call me and check on me and like just build me the hell up. And because I don't actually want someone, I just want some affirmation right now.
Well, you're already getting it on TikTok, because I'm sure your comments are full of women agreeing with you and saying, you get them, girl, you got this, you know, all that stuff.
Is there, we need to create a service like this. I'm taking applicants right now.
It's Corey, and I'm finally ready. I know a lot of you were probably cringing that I gave him another chance.
You crawled back.
I spent the past year with the divorce filed, sitting in the court, and doing all the things on all the lists that he said I should do. And what I learned is that didn't stop the abuse.
What abuse?
In fact, I'm still told that what I'm experiencing isn't abuse, and I'm making it up.
It's totally true. Whoever told you that, they deserve a clap on the back.
An incident happened a few days ago where he had an iPad and he was holding it up saying he was going to bash my effing face in.
Doubt it.
So I contacted the Domestic Violence Center, and we are getting a TPO started, and that's where I'm headed. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos during this process because this was so therapeutic.
That's actually a really bad idea, making videos about any kind of legal stuff involving restraining orders or anything like that. Please do not do that if you are really in that situation.
Therapeutic for me before to get this out, and hopefully my story helps somebody else. I've been in this for 8 years.
Notice how they always want to get their story out there, like so that everyone sees it, everyone knows what a terrible person their husband is, how sad they are, and they need that validation.
I did believe it was all my fault because that's what I was told, and now I know it's not, and I know that this is actually abuse, and here we go.
I did it.